Sometimes, do you ever just look at something and just think, how does it even exist? Where did it come from? Who thought of this? How embarrassing is this? Well, enough about me. Let's get into the top 10 worst features in FIFA history. These are features in the game that just kind of serve either no purpose or just kind of make the game even worse. FIFA in the last few years has most definitely had a few weird times, and there's a few things in the game that you just don't know is even there. You genuinely don't even realize that it's even in the game until I show you guys this video. Pretty much everything I'm going to be showing in this video would either make the game just the same or even better if it was no longer in it. So lads, let's get into the top 10 worst features in FIFA history. So of course in this video I'm going to be mentioning features from recent times. I'm not going to be mentioning features from like FIFA 03. I don't really know if many people even know about that. So of course this is going to be quite recent. So let's get into the top 10. And in fact guys, let me know in the comments, what do you think is the worst feature in FIFA? I want to hear what you guys think. It's going to be a lot of fun. If I missed out anything, let me know that also. And let's go. So, okay, let's just get it out of the way. It's the elephant in the room, and it's pretty obvious for me, especially if you guys know me. Number 10 is going to be price ranges. Now, oh god, some people actually do like it. People think that it helps the market a lot more, keeps it a lot more stable, and I get that. But FIFA doesn't need price ranges to keep the market somewhat stable, or to just keep it in motion. It doesn't need it. It was fine for years before it existed, and it would be fine even now if it just pissed off. Now, of course, I understand the reason is because of coin selling, and you know, it gets rid of wages. Of course, for me, I used to love doing wages back in FIFA 14, FIFA 15 days, and it's honestly like that was how I made most of my coins. I made most of my coins by doing wages against other people back in FIFA 14, FIFA 15 early days. It just got rid of it for me, and it's just like, it's so annoying. Now, nowadays, price ranges, it still has its flaws. There's still times that there's just none of the play in the market at all, because they've either put the price range too low or just too high that no one wants to sell it. There has been some weird things with price ranges in the past, and not a stat, but when it first came out, it pretty much broke the game for the rest of the year. When they first brought out price ranges for FIFA 15, it pretty much broke the market, because there was so many cards that just wasn't existing. There was no existing players. The game doesn't need it there. It's only to really just stop coin selling, which I understand that completely, I guess. So I just want wages back, man, for God's sake. Number 10 price ranges. You guys would have expected it at some point since countdown, so get it out of the way. Top 10 price ranges. Number 9, park the bus. Why is it in the game? What is so wrong with ultra defensive? What is so wrong with that? Why the fuck do we need a park the bus option as well? What's the point of it? Now I know what you may say. Park the bus is in real life. It's a realistic feature. Teams park the bus in real life, so it should be in the game. Well, yeah, but you can also bite people in real life, and I don't see a single zombies gameplay in this entire game. I don't know what's so wrong and what's so simple about auto-defensive, defensive, balance, attacking, auto-attacking. Like, who uses, what's even after auto-attacking? Overload? I don't even know, that's from FM. I have no idea, I don't use it. You don't touch it. The game doesn't need it there, and it just allows pricks to play like pricks and have put the bus on. It just allows them to do that. Just shouldn't be in the game, and when you do get hit with it, it's one of the worst games of your entire life. It genuinely is. I don't know who uses it, and if you do, then you most likely put milk in your coffee first. You're probably a freak. So sorry about that if I've offended you, but just please stop doing it. So with that said, number 9, put the bus. We're at number 9 and I'm already ranting. Oh, this is gonna be a fun video. Number 8, this thing. Now you must be thinking, what is it? Exactly. No one knows what this thing is. If you go into the friendly online friendlies in the just menu, so it's not for Ultimate Team, it's just for normal, with normal teams, and you invite a friend to a game, you can see at the bottom a thing called members, view members. You click on it, and it shows you the screen. And not just that, this is a really just weird thing to have because it's online friendlies. Why would they be members of it? Even that alone is just really weird. You're able to increase and decrease the size of it. Now, I don't know about you, but this is potentially the most useless thing I've ever seen in my entire life. Right, imagine EA having a meeting about the game, and they, one day, you know, for like the 364 days of the year that they're on about Ultimate Team, the one day that they're on about the other features of the game, you know, like career mode and pro clubs and everything, they go onto this feature and they see that, you know what we should do? That we should see all the members of a one-to-one game, and then you should be able to increase and decrease the size that you see them to see the gamer tag. I honestly, I don't understand the point of this. Is it supposed to, like, is there other people that's supposed to be watching? Is it for FIWC? I have no idea, but this is just pointless. Increase and decrease, nothing. And even if someone is in the game, it's one gamer tag. I don't know what's about the it's just, you probably didn't even know this was even the game. So now you know that it exists. So I guess you learn something new every day. So number 8. Oh, coming in at number 7, we have got the DNF modifier. Now, it's been in the game since God knows how long. I've always remembered it being in the game since like FIFA 10, FIFA 11, and back in the day, it used to be quite useful. You know, just like, yeah, sick. You know, you get a few more points if like you get a few less fouls and stuff like that. But it's like 15 coins difference. I don't really understand. I mean, even when you rage quit games, I don't see a massive difference at all. You could beat a guy 10-0 and then lose 10-0, and there could only be a difference of like 100 coins, 200 coins difference of that, or some shit. Now, in theory, the DNF modifier is a mechanic in the game that detects how many times you leave games, and the more you leave games, the less coins you get. That sounds okay, right? Yeah, if it was like a few more 100 coins difference, not like 100. No one is losing sleep over missing out on 100 coins each game. No one is losing sleep because of that. Why not just make it simple? If you lose, you get 300 coins. If you draw, you get 500, and if you win, you get 700. I mean, it's 15-16 minutes of your life, for God's sake. It probably should be more than that, like 300 coins if you lose, 600 coins if you draw, and 1,000 coins if you win the game. Maybe that would be a bit too much, but you get the point. We don't need to have these DNF modifiers because it literally makes zero difference. Just keep it simple. It's a nice concept, but it's just too minimal to really even care. So that's race number 7. Okay, so number 6 is gonna be, it's gonna be kind of hard for me to put it here because I used to absolutely love it back in day, but now I haven't touched it since FIFA 15, and that is head-to-head seasons. Now, it first came out back in FIFA 12, and it was really brought to life and really brought to the community because of KSI. KSI kind of single-handedly made head-to-head seasons what it was, with his, of course, series Racing Division 1. Since then, I haven't touched it since about FIFA 15. I played it all the time back in FIFA 12. I remember grinding all the way to Division 1, and I remember when I first got it, I was so proud. I even recorded my game on my HTC Sensation, and, you know, recorded the full game of me winning my final game that I had to win Division 1. I was so proud of it when I was like, because back in FIFA 12, I think I was like 13 years old, not even that. So I was so proud to, you know, win Division 1 back then. But since then, like, it's been the same, really. They've added a few more trophies and stuff like that, but it's still the same concept, which isn't a bad concept. But the worst thing is, if you actually play head-to-head seasons, you can tell that the gameplay is just so slow. It's so slow and it's so boring. And compared to Ultimate Team especially, and you may be thinking, well, you know, you need it for FIWC and stuff like that. Well, the FIWC is all moving to Ultimate Team. It's all moving to Ultimate Team. I have not heard a single mate of mine in the last, I don't know, 3 years say, oh, sorry, mate, I'll be 15 minutes, I'm playing head-to-head seasons. I've heard no one say that. Let me know down below in the comments if you still play it, but I know no one that plays it. So, yeah, I haven't touched this in FIFA 15, and maybe that's my fault, but I used to love it, but now it's just, this gameplay is, it's just a mess. That's why it's number 6. So, at number 5, we've got something that quite just annoys me, and just thinks that why have they put kind of effort into something that doesn't, it's just, it all looks the same anyway, and that is career mode managers, customizing managers. Now, we've been able to customize players since the dawn of time, as far as I remember. So why is it so hard to customize a manager? Now for career mode this year, they've been able to add like, you know, new little animations and cinematics and makes the career mode like also cool, and it's like it's sick. I love to see some new things in career mode. I understand that, but if you can only pick between about 9 different managers, which all of them just looks like generic black guy, generic Asian guy, generic bald guy, like it's just all the same. So I just don't understand why we just can't customize a manager. What's so hard about that? You can customize players, just customize a manager. It could be quite simple, but it looks like they put effort into trying to customize managers and make it look all realistic. When, if you've watched, I don't know, more than 5 people's like career mode series, most of them have the same manager, so it just looks the same thing anyway. Maybe it's just me that actually cares about it. It just all looks the same to me, and I just don't understand why it's so hard just to customize managers. Maybe I'm the only one that cares about it, but just do it, EA. Okay, cheers. Okay, so number 4, yeah, you knew this was coming, and I'm not going to be harsh enough to put it into top 3, but it definitely deserves to be in the countdown, and that is the women's mode. Exactly. What's that? Never heard it before in my entire life. It first came out in FIFA 16, which, by the way, what a shite game that was. I need to forever say that. What a terrible game that was. It came out and EA made such a big deal about the women's feature, about, oh, it's, you know, a new feature in the game. It's supposed to, you know, make the game feel, you know, welcome everyone. Now, I understand that, but even girls that do play FIFA don't play women's mode because it's just so slower compared to the actual mode, I guess you could say. Now, of course, I'm not gonna chat shit about it saying that, oh yeah, it should no longer be in the game. Like, I understand its purpose, but I feel like how they've done it, it's so out of the way, you just don't even realize it's there. The only way that you can see it is through the kickoff, and you look through the women's part of it. That's it. There's no, like, they tried to put in, like, you know, a tournament thing, women's tournament in FIFA 16. They probably realized that no one ever clicked on that. And what I found more confusing is the fact that they made it such a big deal that it was in the game. There was a trailer, there was hype, there was websites like dedicated to it. There was like entire web pages on a, you know, FIFA website also dedicated to women's mode, and we've heard nothing since. We've heard nothing since, really. They just don't care about it anymore because they realize that no one bothers with it at all. Like, they've tried to kind of implement it into the game, which you kind of have to forcefully play it. Like the journey, you have to play as, like, you know, the last for like a game. And for some people, that was the most boring part of the entire journey. If they just made the game and just say, oh yeah, and also it's got women's features, so you can play as women in the game, so girls can be like, feel like they're in the game same as men, then that'll be more understandable. I understand that. But when they made such a big ass deal out of saying that, oh yeah, everyone's gonna be playing with women in the game, that sounds really weird, then no. For that reason alone, just for the hype of it that they made, just for nothing, that's why it's number 4. Okay, so we're now into the top 3 worst features. Oh, worst is probably a bit, you know, bit harsh. Let's say just useless features. Features in the game that you just wouldn't even notice that it existed, or you just don't want it to be there. And this one is to do with Ultimate Team, and this one is to do with the transfer market, and it's these 3 tabs at the bottom of the goddamn page. Who uses it? Who? It's been here since God knows how long. I think it's been here since FIFA 14, and no one's used it. Who in their right mind thinks, oh yeah, I need to play for my team, I need I'm building a Serie A team, let's go look up every single player in the market, every single player on transfer market, plus bronzes, silvers, golds, my nans, every single coin in the game, for any single price in the game. That'd be a really smart idea, that. I'm definitely going to build a team like this, just from whoever I find on the market. Well, no! What's the point of it? And then there's the next tab, search your favourite team. Now, I understand it a bit more. As me as a Burnley fan, if I'm building a Burnley team, because I usually do that when I get pissed off at the game, and I just can't be arsed with it anymore, just build a Burnley team. But why would I use that? Why would I? Because there's no way that you can, like, increase the prices, and it's just like, who uses it? The most important thing on the market is to make sure that you cannot get ripped off. So you can see the lowest price card on the market, but like this, you can't do it. The only way that you can do it is if you back out and then do it that way. But then if you do it like that, then you might as well just do it like that in the first place. It's just, I just don't understand the point of it. And then there's search contracts. Jesus Christ. Search contracts. Any contract in the game from bronze, silver, gold at any price. That sounds like a good idea. Plus also squad fitnesses. Why not? If it's just to fill up space, why can't you make it so that we can have 3 tabs there, so that we can customize what searches we want? So let's say for the contracts, you can customize that to only search for squad fitnesses, gold squad fitnesses. Imagine how amazing that would be. How many times that we go search for squad fitnesses after FUT Champions? Well, not me, because I'm shit at the game, so I don't play it. But how amazing would it be, and how quick would it be, and how useful would it be to have a customized tab to search for squad fitnesses at a certain price? How simple would that be? And it'd be much more useful than just search all contracts in the bloody game. And you can do this for the other tabs. You can customize to whatever search you want. If you want a certain player and you're looking at whatever prices in the market, if you want the next Ronaldo, then or D Money, then you can customize to look up, you know, to only have it on D Money, so you can see operate the price of him on the market if you really want to do so. And for players that's wanting a next big player that they constantly look in the market for, it will make life so much easier and most importantly more useful, other than search every player on the goddamn market. So that's number 3. Into number 2. Right, okay, no bullshit here. Why is this in the game? Okay, just these items, why are they in the game? What purpose do they give at all? They're literally just there to fill packs. No one cares about these items. This item right here, okay, manager item, Liga do Brazil. Now you may be thinking, well, a bit harsh, you know, there may be people that want to build Brazilian teams. There's no Brazilian players on the market. There's none. There's none. It's a rare item that clogs up your rares in packs, so there's less likely you packing a good player in a pack for you to literally pack an item that serves no purpose. It's to put on managers so that you can increase the chemistry of Liga do Brazil players. But what happens when there's no Liga do Brazil players? There's no players, so what's the point of the fucking thing? It's just there to fill up packs and to waste more coins for you. So there's less likely of you actually packing something fucking useful, like a hunter card, like fitnesses. I'm not even on about players here. I'm just on about simple things like contracts and fitnesses and chemistry styles and stuff like that. It just clogs it up so much, and there's so many things that's just there just to clog it up. On manager items, there's like, you know, rest of the world, which only has shot to the desk and Orlando Pirates or something like that, so what's the point of that? And then there's staff, which kind of serves a purpose in the game, but not really. Apparently supposing, you know, like for injuries, make it not as dramatic, or for, you know, for heading, I don't know, it apparently makes it, you know, it makes it better and not as long, and no one would care. No one would notice if this was out of the game. No one would notice. It's just there to clog up packs. It's just there for EA to clog up packs. That's the entire point of it. All these staff players, all these staff cards, they probably work at EA. They're probably nice people. Oh, this guy right here, I'm sure he's a nice human being, but he serves no purpose in the game for me. No one would notice if he wasn't there. And for that, I am truly sorry. If you are actually watching this video, then I do apologise, and I'll buy you a pint in real life because you're probably a nice guy. Sounds a bit weird, that. It's just there just to waste more of our coins, and no one would care if it's in the game. It's one of the worst features because it just wastes so much coins that you could get on more useful things. This isn't even on about players, it's just for contracts and simple shit like that. So number 2, these items in packs, just get in the bin. And now we have made it to number 1 of the top 10 worst features in FIFA history. Now, I've been recording for half an hour now, and I've probably ranted for about half an hour about almost everything in this countdown. Like, Jesus Christ. But, number 1, by far, the worst feature in FIFA history. That shouldn't be there. No one would care. It would in fact make the game so much better if it didn't exist. And it's stat cards. Stat cards. Why? Why, EA? Tell me a good reason why this is in the game. Why is it? It just allows cunts to play like cunts. There's no like 10-year-old kids that like literally just bought the game and, you know, they're struggling at playing FIFA and they think, oh, you know what? Let's put in a stat card. Let's put an attribute card. Most of them don't understand the game enough to even bother with it. Or even if they're not even that good at the game, then they probably can't even rack up enough coins to get stat cards that's effective for their team. Or they just don't bother with it. It's only really used for pro players, pro fucking players in FUT Champions to take advantage against me. Against me. I'm the most average FIFA player alive today, okay? I'm so average. But when I go into a game and I see a guy with fucking Ronaldo with a stat card on, I want to rip my dick off. Every single FUT Champions weekend I've played so far this FIFA, there's always been at least 3-4 teams with full stat cards. Not just the goalkeeper and a few strikers. No, their entire fucking team. Their entire team is full of stat cards. No, the only people that I see use stat cards is in FUT Champions, which the good players are at. So imagine having a good player with a good team with Pogbas and legends and insane players, and imagine giving good players with insane cards, with stat cards. You are literally just pissing in my face. EA, this is an open message to you right now. Stop pissing on my face. Stop pissing on it. Thank you. I need to drink a coffee because of that. Honestly, like, I just don't understand how it's in the game. It shouldn't be in the game until they play FUT Champions and then they get dicked by some guy. And then you know what that does? That makes them want to play like cunts also. So you're just creating a massive issue in the game that people that just pot the bus and counter-attack and just pass the ball, play possession football and just don't bother playing the game, actually trying to attack, they just cross the ball in. You're just helping them do it. Stop it. And for the last time, EA, stop pissing on my face. That's the top 10 lads worst features in FIFA history. Let me know your top 10 worst features in FIFA history. Or actually, just let me know your worst feature that you've ever seen. If I've in fact missed out on other things in the game, let me know that also. If you feel like I've been harsh in this countdown, then let me know also. Just let me know if I'm being stupid. So make sure to smash the like button if you guys did enjoy. And thank you guys for support. Thank you all for 73,000 subscribers. I'm currently on a race for 100,000. If we can hit it by like February or January, that will literally be this. That'll be so amazing. So, and with your guys' help, we can even hit it even sooner. So, share the video, show your nan. I'm sure that she knows a bit of FIFA. And with that said, this has been the top 10 worst features or useless features in FIFA history. And I need to lie down because I think I'm actually going to. I think I popped a blood vessel just doing that video. So yeah, hope you guys did enjoy. Thank you guys for watching. My name is Vizeh. See you next time.